You finish your app. It works. Then someone says, "Can we send our order emails through a new provider instead of Gmail?" Easy, right? You change one line, and 4 other files light up red. Tests break. The payment code breaks. You didn't touch any of that. So why did it all fall apart? It's a habit almost every beginner has, and one small change fixes it. Let's look at the code behind it. Say you have an order service. It handles a customer buying something. When an order comes in, it needs to send a confirmation email. So right there inside the class, you write new GmailSender and you call send. It works the first time. The order service makes its own email tool when it needs one. And this one tiny choice, building the tool inside, is what hurts you later. So what went wrong? Your order service doesn't just handle orders anymore. It's glued to Gmail. It knows how to create it and set it up. We call this tightly coupled. 2 things stuck together so hard you can't move one without dragging the other along. So when you switch email providers, you can't just swap it out. You have to open up OrderService and rewrite its insides. And every class that builds its own tools is hiding this same problem. Think about ordering a coffee. You walk up to the counter and say, "1 latte, please." You don't march into the kitchen, grind the beans, and steam the milk yourself. You ask for what you need, and it gets handed to you. Now imagine you did make every coffee yourself. The day the shop switches milk brands, you'd have to relearn the whole machine. That's your order service making its own Gmail, a job that was never its job. So let's fix it. Instead of order service building its own email tool, we hand the tool to it from the outside. When you create the order service, you pass the email sender in, right through its constructor. Now the class doesn't build anything. It just says, "Give me something that can send email, and I'll use it." Giving an object the things it needs from outside, instead of making them itself. That is dependency injection. The scary name just means hand it its tools. Now watch what this unlocks. You want to test your order code. Before, running it fired off a real email every time to a real inbox. Not great. But now the sender comes from outside. So in your test, you hand it a fake one. A pretend email sender that says, "Yep, sent," without ever touching the internet. Your order service can't tell the difference. Fast tests, no spam, and 0 lines changed inside order service. And it's not just email. The same move works everywhere. Switching from a test database to the real one? Pass in a different database. Moving from one payment company to another, say Stripe to PayPal? Pass in a different payment tool. The order service never changes. It asks for something that can charge a card, and you pick which one on the day you start the app up. One place to swap, not 50 files to hunt through. So the whole big idea comes down to one line. Don't let your code build its own tools. Ask for them instead. When you do, your pieces stop being glued together. They become loosely connected. Easy to swap. Easy to test. One honest caveat. You don't need this for everything. A tiny script? A throwaway tool? Just build things directly. That's fine. Save injection for the important pieces you'll want to swap or test later. So here's something to try tonight. Open your last project and find one class that builds its own tool inside itself. A database, an email sender, anything. Pull that creation out. Pass it in from the outside instead. Then see how much easier that class is to test. Once you start seeing your code this way, tools handed in, not hardwired in, you can't unsee it.